Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Saidikuru. In this, we're going to compare the Realme X1 Max versus iQOO Z5 device. So, in terms of the specifications wise, which phone is best option to buy? That's what my main motive of making this video. And very soon we'll be seeing the iQOO Z5 getting launched in India as well. And before that, you need to decide which phone is best option to buy and why. So I'll try to compare each and every category between both phones in terms of the display, performance levels and battery and all the statistics. Let's see which phone actually makes a lot of sense to prefer to buy it. So that's what I'm going to exactly mention in this video. So right now I do have the Realme X1 Max with me, but very soon once the iQOO Z5 launches, then I'll be having the hands-on with the iQOO Z5 as well. So in terms of the performance wise, the Realme X1 Max has got the Dimensity 1200 and the iQOO Z5 will be having the Snapdragon 778G processor. Right now I do have the Snapdragon 778G processor, which is a Moto H20, which I'm trying to use. So in the daily average day-to-day usage, you won't feel much kind of difference. But in this Realme X1 Max, one thing is that if you want heavy gaming, then definitely you can prefer the Dimensity 1200 over the Snapdragon 778G processor. But for normal gaming, it should be kind of, both phones are kind of equal. But one more thing, the Dimensity 1200 in the Realme X1 Max is really optimized for the Call of Duty gameplay. Recent with the update, it got optimized, and even for the Battlegrounds mobile game also 90 FPS you can play in the Realme X1 Max. So even though the Realme UI is capped at only 70 at the moment, but still you do have the official 90 FPS update. So in the iQOO Z5 we cannot expect 90 FPS, no chance. And not only that, apart from that, the Realme X1 Max has got the LPDDR4X RAM time. The Realme X1 Max, yes. As you can see, if you want, you can Google in the Google search, you can just get this kind of information. And whereas the iQOO Z5 has got the LPDDR5 RAM type, that's slightly advantage, and UFS storage 3.1, and both phones they do have the UFS storage 3.1 as well. There's nothing much specialty going on in this segment. So if you want to play the games at like heavy gaming, then definitely you can choose the Realme X1 Max device at in this category, comparing between these both phones. So next is about the display. So the Realme X1 Max has got the Super AMOLED 120Hz display, 1000 nits brightness, 6.43 inches screen size, and whereas the iQOO Z5 has got the 120Hz IPS LCD panel, that's biggest drawback for this phone at this moment, and 650 nits of brightness. So if this phone price comes close to 20,000, no one will judge IPS LCD, but if the phone price comes to 25,000, then definitely friends, we do have a lot of options which have Super AMOLED panels and even 10-bit color panels as well. But I'm not sure why we'll be choosing this IPS LCD, but still that's kind of biggest disadvantage at this moment. And here's a 6.61 inches screen size, slightly big screen than the Realme X1 Max. And pixel density is 395 and pixel density is 409, slightly high in the Realme X1 Max. And next is about the weight of the phone of the Realme X1 Max is about 179 grams, and the weight of the iQOO Z5 is about 193 grams. So slightly heavier because of big screen, because of big battery as well, which I'll try to show you later on. So in terms of the camera wise, both phones they do have the same kind of 64 megapixel camera, only nothing much huge difference, and 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro lens, and 4K 60 FPS both phones can record. So that's not an issue in terms of the recording as well, not a huge difference. And 60 megapixel front cam, same kind of specifications is present, but in terms of the real life testing will be slightly different. But as soon as I get hands-on with the iQOO Z5, then definitely I'll be able to do those kind of comparisons. So in terms of the camera segment, it's kind of really tough choice for us to make at this moment and to judge a phone based on the specifications. So maybe once after we use, we can definitely judge that. But remaining rest of the things I can definitely judge, because I do have the 778G processor. It's really good for the normal gaming and medium gaming, but for heavy gaming, it may be not that sufficient, and games are also not optimized. That's the reason I'm trying to mention. And display also we can guess, because Super AMOLED displays, of course, they are really good in terms of the brightness and saturation levels. These are the things which we can actually guess. And both phones they do have the dual stereo speaker setup, and 3.5mm jack is present. That's another good advantage. Wi-Fi 6 in the Realme X1 Max, and there's no indication about the Wi-Fi 6 in the iQOO Z5. So Wi-Fi 6 as a future-proof option, it's really good deal in the Realme X1 Max device, and I do think that's a good option. And more 5G bands also available in the Realme X1 Max. Even though the iQOO Z5 launches, I'm not sure they'll try to increase the 5G bands. Exactly, I'm not sure at this moment, but let's wait for the launch event and then later we can conclude. But at this moment, in terms of connectivity wise, I'm giving 100% points to the Realme X1 Max. And USB same kind of Type-C only, 2.0, and under display fingerprint scanner versus side mounted fingerprint scanner. So if you're not use the under display fingerprint scanner, which is really very much useful, and whenever you want to unlock the phone when the phone is on the table, it's really good to unlock and very fast as well. You don't need to even lift the phone. That's what the uses of the under display fingerprint scanner. And side mounted fingerprint scanner is slightly disadvantage at this moment in the iQOO Z5, which we can definitely understand for this phone. And the battery is 4500 mAh of battery capacity in the Realme X1 Max and 5000 mAh of battery capacity in the iQOO Z5. 5000 mAh battery. That's kind of thing you should definitely understand. And 50 watts charger, 50 minutes in 16 minutes, 50% in 16 minutes, and the Realme X1 Max takes about close to 50 minutes of charging. In my testing, 50 minutes I did experience. And similarly, I think even the iQOO Z5 also can take maybe close to 50-60 minutes. And at this moment, they only declare the 50% in 26 minutes. 16 minutes only the Realme X1 Max can do. So in the battery backup, maybe the iQOO Z5, in charging speed, the Realme X1 Max. So overall friends, after comparing between both four specifications, I did conclude one thing is that in terms of the performance wise, Realme X1 Max. In terms of the display wise, Realme X1 Max. And in terms of the build quality, maybe less weight if you want, maybe Realme X1 Max. And iQOO Z5 has got another advantage of 4D game vibrations. So if you're not aware of the 4D game vibrations which is present in the iQOO 7 device, right now I'm having iQOO 7, which is fantastic 4D vibrations. If you did not use before, you will definitely feel a lot of difference after using these 4D vibrations which is present in the iQOO Z5 in terms of the 4D vibrations. So overall friends, the final conclusion is that it also depends upon the price what the iQOO Z5 is getting launched. If this phone prices comes close to 22,000, maybe that's a very good deal. But we do know we don't get that kind of price. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe I'm thinking the price would go to maybe close to 25,000. That's what I'm guessing. So at this point, I think it makes a lot of sense for some users to prefer the Realme X1 Max than the iQOO Z5. But let's see in the day-to-day usage, it will be completely different. That's what I'm interested after. Let me know in the comment section below, friends, what phone do you think is the best one? So that's what I'm going to exactly say. Which phone is the best for the value for money? That's what, because previously we got the Realme X1 Max for 21,000 rupees only. But let's see what will be the price of this iQOO Z5. And very soon we are seeing the big billion day as well. So these are the things which I'm really interested to see which phone will be the clear winner. So depending on the price only, friends, right now, if this phone has got Super AMOLED panel, then that could be completely different. But that's the reason most of the users are actually hesitating to buy this device. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video and let's get more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.